This guide is exclusive for Terran Republic and Vanu Sovereignty maxes, so I am not talking about NC maxes at all. In the beginning, one of the basic rules. Strafe left and right so the enemies won't hit you. This is especially true if the enemy uses rocket launchers, because they easily can miss you. As you could see, I also use the max punch to knock out the enemies if they are getting too close. The max punch is especially useful in the infight if the enemy runs through you or starts bunny hopping around, because the max punch does instantly 500 damage, so in a close combat situation it's really a good finisher. It is also important to note that your max punch will interrupt your reload. I prefer long range weapons on the max like the Mercy or the Blue Shift on the WS max. As an armor I use the kinetic armor for the max, and on this video you can see a little bit why I prefer the kinetic armor over the flak armor or the auto repair system. Flak armor won't provide you from direct hits of AP turrets, tanks or rocket launchers. So the indirect damage is only an issue on combats in small rooms or like in biolabs, and if you play the max in a style like I do it, with fast moving, changing position, enjoy open fields, you won't have big problems with guys dropping C4 on your head or with grenades. A little side note here. My kinetic armor on the WS max is not full skilled, and I also do not have the weapon which I would recommend, but as you can see it works pretty fine even if you don't have the expensive blue shifts, or if you don't like to spend so much certs in your max. One of the most important things with max is to have an Ingi next to your side, so the best way is to play in a good outfit or like a clan, like the GameZ clan on Miller. This is a German speaking outfit. We are playing the Terran Republic, and in the description you can see where you can find us. In this situation you can see why I prefer the charge skill over the Encore mode of the TR Max, because I just can turn around and charge to a secure position where my Ingi is waiting for me and repairing all the damage. Thanks to strafing and long range weapons, the enemy have a really hard time to get me down on my safe position here. You always need to think about rocket does 50% damage, so if you reach the 50% mark, maybe it's better to just turn around and charge away, get repaired from your Ingi. So be serious when you're moving around corners or indoors where you probably find some enemies, because if they see you, they will place C4 or tank mines, wait for you to come in and blast you up. So there are basically two methods to avoid this. One, you wait for some allies to move in and see if they get blown up. Because if you can end the fight without using your charge skill, you can use it as an escape tool if the situation is getting critical. Like you see it here, I'm going low health and I can escape to the secure room where Ingi is waiting. Method 2. Start to charge in when they don't see you, and you will surprise them and can engage whole groups of enemies. The disadvantage here, you cannot charge out again, so you are relying on your allies to push in.
Zwei Maxes.
Eines down.
In the advanced guide I will go deeper on the topic how to use charge correctly. There will also be some better footage of my charge strategies. We're heading for the A point right now. I'm first jumping down to a position where I'm not standing very long, because it's very easy to get some C4 on the head. So I'm going to search for a new position, and as you can see I'm moving now slowly backward because my Ingi is hiding right behind me and I'm trying to give him a shield.
I am down.
As soon as My engineer tells me he just died. There is no reason for me to go back slowly. So I charge to point A and help there with the defense. As you can see, I'm always moving, jumping on the boxes, running to the side, searching for options to flank the enemy. This fight is a good example why I prefer the kinetic armor. As you see, it's pretty much impossible to avoid enemy bullets, but there is no indirect explosive damage hitting me. While a normal max needs around 50 shots to get down, a max with full skilled kinetic armor needs around 80 shells to get down. So go for the kinetic armor and feel the huge power of a max. Only consider the repair system if you're playing as a lonely wolf all the time, because as soon as you have an ally Ingi, it's just a waste of certs. And now you can see a dangerous C4 drop on me. And here it comes. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I have a F key. And just charge away. So always remember, do not waste your charge easily if you're in fight. Here another hint. As max you have no access to night vision, so you theoretically cannot see through the smoke. But thanks to a nice bug you can just press Q and the nice spotting system will spot all the enemies for you. If this video was funny, entertaining or helpful for you, please subscribe and give me a like for the video. If you have some constructive feedback, please also write it below the video. And now go out and rock as a max, because part 2 with advanced tactics is coming soon.